Welcome back everyone to Heroes and Villains HQ. Today is part 3 of building my Star Wars action figure display case. This is a really exciting video because we're actually going to put the case together, but I'm not going to waste any more time in this introduction. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, let's talk about the design of the display case before we actually start putting the wood together. So the display case is 3 total sections. It's a backing, it's a main frame, and then a door. So going through each section first, the back consists of 3 pieces of wood. It's going to have 2 larger pieces on the left and the right, and then 1 piece in the center just for extra stability. You can see the measurements of these pieces on the side here. All 3 of them are going to be 36 inches in length. The 2 on the left and the right are going to be 3.5 inches wide and 3/4 of an inch in depth. And then the one in the center is a little bit smaller, only 1.5 inches wide with a 3/4 of an inch in depth. Moving on to the main frame, this consists of 4 pieces of wood, 2 of which are identical. So the 2 on the left and the right are going to be 36 inches in length, 3.5 inches in depth, and 3/4 of an inch in width. On the top and the bottom, they're going to have 24-inch pieces of wood that will sit in between the 2 36 inches. And these are also going to be 3.5 inches in depth and 3/4 of an inch in width. And then you can see on the right here kind of how those pieces come together. And then finally the door. The door again sports 36-inch pieces of wood on the left and the right and 24-inch pieces of wood on the top and the bottom. But these are similar to that center piece on the back. Both are 1.5 inches in width and 3/4 of an inch in depth. And then if you want to get ahead, the shelves. You're going to be able to fit 6 shelves in for your 3 3/4 inch figures. And I got super thin framed pieces, 24 inches in length, 2.5 inches in depth, and then 1/8 of an inch in width. Let's go ahead and jump to the actual building of the case. All right, this is behind the scenes look at the case.
It's coming together.
Coming together very nicely. We actually have the first one built right here. We had to go back to Lowe's to pick up a fresh piece of wood because we bought one that was warped. So a little bit of a miss there, but it's getting done. It's coming together nicely. And we're about to put the back on and then move on to the front. Okay, now we have both frames built, same exact design. How are we feeling?
We're feeling good. We're feeling good.
There we go. The case, not finished, but it's been put together in its base format. So the top, well, this isn't level. Don't worry about that. The top here is the door, and then the bottom is the main case, and then there's some support on the back, which is where the shelves will drill into. For a demonstration here, that's how it's going to work. We have some hinges that we're going to put on the side to make it open and close. Not quite sure how we're going to actually have it connect to the other side. We might just put some Velcro command strips and that might do the job. But for right now, it's looking good. It's coming together nicely. So now we just have to put together the last door and then we'll call it a night. So great progress. So thank you all so much for watching part 3 in building the best Star Wars action figure display case. This is a really exciting journey, and I'm really excited to share it with you. This video was super, super cool to finally see some of the vision come together by getting these pieces of wood put in place and really seeing the size and the scale and just how awesome this display case is going to be. But with that said, hit the subscribe button down below so you can stay tuned for the future parts in the series. The next one will go up just a week from now, so definitely stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already, check out the other 2 parts in the series so far, the introduction, which will show you exactly what we're doing here, and then part 2, which is where I painted the backdrops for each of mine and my dad's display cases, which were a really, really cool painting. So definitely check those out if you haven't already. And again, thank you all so much for watching. Of course, I'll catch you in the next one.